Patriots and the Seahawks are meeting in Super Bowl 60. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to Silver Linings Playbook. My name's Scott Silva. I'm here to talk to you about Super Bowl 60 and what I think's going to happen. As you can see, I am a Patriots fan, so let's just get it out of the way. I'm going to pick the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. The question is, do I feel confident about that pick? Not really. And that's because the last few weeks in the playoffs, the Patriots offense has not looked the same as it has during the regular season, and it has struggled. Now, there has been weather in both of their playoff games that has severely affected the ability for them to run the ball and pass the ball, and that's why both of these games that the Patriots played were low-scoring games. On the other hand, the Seahawks offense has continued to click and works well. Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks, since Zach Charbonnet was lost for the season with an ACL tear, has been nearly unstoppable. And RHAMONDRE Stevenson for the Patriots has had a similar success rate as far as explosive plays goes. RHAMONDRE Stevenson has 17 explosive plays, and Kenneth Walker has 16. So they're kind of neck and neck, although the Patriots and their run game the last 2 weeks has not looked good, and neither has the passing game. Drake Maye has been very inconsistent. He hasn't been as effective as he was in the regular season, but again, weather played a huge part of that. But now Drake Maye is showing up with an injured shoulder and an illness. So this is a huge red flag for me. If Drake Maye has any discomfort throwing the ball, this could be a big problem. Seattle's defense, one of the best in the league, another great defense the Patriots now have to face, has been playing outstanding in these playoffs the way they played against the 49ers and the Rams. The Seahawks defense has been amazing, very tough to run against, very tough to pass against. Drake Maye is going to have one of his better games of his career, of the season for sure. He's going to have the best game of the season. He's going to have to play nearly mistake-free football. I don't know if he has a pick six or any fumbles that leave the Seahawks close to the red zone. As you saw, the way the Seahawks capitalized against the Rams in their playoff game, I think a similar fate would be in front of the Patriots if the Patriots turn that ball over. So RHAMONDRE Stevenson, who's had fumble problems throughout the year, but seems to have cleaned that up, especially in the playoffs. Hopefully that continues. But if there are fumbles, if Will Campbell can't block an outside rush, as he has been unable to do in both of these playoff games, yes, he hasn't given up. He didn't give up a sacking against the Broncos, but if you watch him in that first half, he was just on the ground on his stomach while people were running around him, and Drake Maye was running out the other end for his life, trying to get rid of the ball or scrambling to get away from the block that Will Campbell couldn't make. So, Will Campbell, I've been picking on you for weeks now, but you're standing out in the games that your guy is getting around you to the outside and getting after Drake Maye, which may have led to the injury that Drake Maye has in his shoulder right now, in his throwing shoulder right now. So I'm very concerned about Will Campbell and him being able to stop a pass rush of the Seattle Seahawks because, like I said, he hasn't done it yet. I mean, he's gone up against some elite pass rushers in the playoffs with Houston's pass rush and with Denver's pass rush. Seattle doesn't have the big sack guy like Nick Bonito, but they do have a very stout front four, and Will Campbell's going to have his hands full. I'll say it again. The Patriots need to give him help on those blocks on pass plays because he has not been handling it in these playoffs. So Will Campbell needs to have a big game. RHAMONDRE Stevenson needs to hold the ball. They need to get Travion Henderson involved. He only had 3 carries against the Broncos. I'm sure weather played a part of that. But the Patriots are going to have all their players firing for them to beat the Seahawks in this game. That Seahawks defense, and I've said it in previous podcast episodes, I feel like they were looking like the favorite several weeks ago. They were looking like the favorite to come out of the NFC and win this thing. And they've only gotten more confident and more dominant as these playoffs have gone on. Yes, that Rams playoff game was close, but the Seahawks looked comfortable and confident. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, has had a great year. He and Sam Darnold, their connection is amazing. Cooper KUPP has been resurrected and had a huge game against the Rams. He's a big game player. Super Bowl is a big game. He's been there before. He's performed well in the Super Bowl before. Cooper KUPP is something to look out for. The Patriots defense has been playing fantastic. I think they've been ranked 5th compared to the 49ers, who were 24th, and the Rams, who were 16th. So Sam Darnold is going to have his hands full because the Patriots defense is the best defense he's faced in these playoffs. And he has been prone to turnovers, although he's kept it together in these playoffs. But if the Patriots can get pressure on Sam Darnold and make him see ghosts as they did when he was with the Jets, maybe the Patriots have a chance to win. I think the key for the Patriots to win this game will be a defensive pick six, a special teams kick return with Marcus Jones, something outside of the offense, something to take the pressure off of Drake May if the defense can produce a score, get a fumble recovery like they did in the Broncos game against Jarrett Stidham, something where they can give Drake May great field position, take the pressure off him a little bit, something where if they get the ball and even if they go 1-2-3 kick, they get a field goal, something where the Patriots defense is really controlling the field position. That's going to be key, I think, if the Patriots are going to win this game. Again, I feel like the Seahawks have a slight edge just because their offense has been playing well the entire playoffs and the Patriots have struggled. Again, broken record. Weather has been a huge factor in both Patriots playoffs games. If it's raining in San Francisco on Sunday, that bodes well for the Patriots. Seattle's comfortable playing in that kind of weather too, but the way the Patriots have been playing in this playoffs, the weather has been a factor and they've been good with the ball, not really turning it over, although the Houston game, Drake May had a bunch of fumbles, which can't happen in this game. If Drake May turns the ball over, the Seahawks are going to win this game because they're running the ball well. Sam Darnold is passing the ball well, and he hasn't turned it over. Keys to the Patriots winning, they're going to need a huge pass rush. They're going to have to get Sam Darnold off his position and running out of that pocket. He is dealing with that oblique injury, although you couldn't tell the way he's played in the playoff games so far. I'm not even considering that as an issue for Sam Darnold at this point, especially with the 2 weeks off. Sam Darnold will be ready to go. One thing I can guarantee that we won't see is if the Seahawks are on the goal line, inside the 5-yard line, they're not going to be passing the ball. They're going to be running that ball. There's not going to be any Russell Wilson interceptions to Malcolm Butler this time. I don't see Seattle making that mistakes. They're going to learn from that lesson. Patriots, they've been great at taking the ball away this playoffs, and their defensive backs have been playing very well. But Jackson, Smith, and Jigba is another story altogether. They haven't really met someone with that level of talent in the playoffs. Nico Collins was out when the Patriots played them, and Denver, the weather, again, affected that game, so they didn't have that threat either. This is going to be a tough game. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like both teams are held under 20 points, and it's the defensive struggle. Patriots, if you look back historically in all their Super Bowls, even the ones they've won, they've all come down to one score, last-minute field goal. It's going to be a close game. I don't expect the Patriots to play different. I don't think that Seattle's going to run away with this game. They may get off to an early lead in this game, but the Patriots have been a second-half team all this year and play much better in the second half once Drake May gets a few runs through the offense and starts to figure out the defense. He and Josh McDaniel have been able to figure out and do just enough to get a win. The Patriots will be taking field goals when they're in field goal range and not going for it on fourth down, as Sean Payton did in the Broncos game, which cost them that game. This is going to be a tough-fought game. It really could go either way. Just optically, the way the Patriots offense has been playing, I feel like Seattle can win this game. I'm hoping that the Patriots defense, which has been lights out elite this entire playoff run, will show up and do it again, force some turnovers, create some good field position for Drake May and the offense. Hopefully the Patriots can get their run game going, get Travion Henderson involved. He can have a big home run play where he gets 30, 40, 50 yards, maybe gets a touchdown, something like he has during the regular season. RHAMONDRE Stevenson needs to hold on to the ball. I know that's Stephon Diggs for the Patriots. This is a big game. He shows up in big games. He's going to be raring to go. Kayshon Boutte has been outstanding in these playoffs. I think the Patriots have players that can make plays, and this is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a smash mouth game. Seattle can run the ball. Sam Darnold's going to control the ball. He's not going to throw it all over the field. He's going to be smart. He's going to take his shots when they're there, and he's going to do his best to protect that ball. And Drake May's got to do the same. Let's hope that injured shoulder is nothing and is cleared up by game time on Sunday. But I'm nervous. I got to be honest. I'm nervous about it. Not feeling 100% about it. I'm picking the Patriots because they're my team and I wouldn't pick against them. But this is going to be some game. Again, look back at the games that the Patriots have played in the Super Bowl, especially during the Tom Brady era. They were all close, and Mike Vrabel was there for 3 of them, so he knows what it takes to win. And the team that can capitalize on their first possession in the second half is probably going to win this game. And I'm hoping that Vrabel and his experience, that they're the team to do it. So I'm talking a lot in circles. You can tell I'm not real confident about it, but I'm looking forward to seeing this game. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think, and I'll come back and we'll have another podcast and talk about, any questions you have about this game, any predictions you have about this game. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. We've got a week. Anybody want to guess what the over and under of the Malcolm Butler interception replay is and how many times they show that in this upcoming week and how many times it's discussed on the sports shows? It's going to be a lot. It's probably hundreds, maybe thousands. We're going to see that play over and over again. But that's over. That has nothing to do with this game. These are 2 completely different teams. Both of these teams have played well. Both of these teams deserve to be here. This is going to be some game. I can't wait for Sunday. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. We'll talk more as this week goes on. That's it for me. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later in the week. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday.